Welcome back, guys. I know I haven't been making a lot of videos since then. I haven't made a video in a long time, I admit it. But today we will do a quick look, unboxing, and a quick review of the brand new Umarex license HK HK416A5 by, of course, GHK. The one that I think most of our airsoft was waiting for. All right. Let's look at the box. Of course, come with a cardboard box with the user manual, of course, QR code. You know, environmental friendly, yeah. But why? Why foam box GHK? And Cerakote. Cerakote. The board itself is Cerakote, so the upper receiver and the lower receiver is Cerakote. The rail, I believe, is some type of anodize. All right. So what comes with the box? Of course, the gun itself. Quick adjustment tool for the hop up, a brand new HK license, Gen 3 PMAC. It's actually a Gen 3 PMAC. Of course, it's a version 3 GHK magazine. Also come with, of course, every rifle comes with a weight, a heavy weight for high recoil. You can put it inside the bolt. I'll show you later when we talk about the interior of the gun. And a spring. This one's actually the original spring, the winter spring. I've already replaced it with the spring come with the gun. The extra spring come with the gun. Actually it's better because the spring is harder, so it will not cause a problem that I have faced with some of these stock, version 3 GHK when they have a soft spring. The bolt wouldn't travel forward enough, and sometimes it will lead to jam and double feed on all sorts of things. Of course, all come with the GHK pen type BB loaders. One of the best BB loaders, I reckon. Except, compared to normal BB loaders, the Lilacs BB loaders, the auto loader is still the best though. Alright, so let's have a look at the gun. HK license buck stuff. I think this is what they call it, HK416 new type of grip. And upper and lower receiver, I think it's very nice this time. They did it very well. Look at the corners, the shape, the corners of the receiver is very sharp. I believe they did a lot of machining with this. Although it's still die cast, you can call it metal or upon metal, whatever you call it. Rail itself is definitely CNC machined aluminium, and very nice touch with the mock gas adjustment button. Look at that, you can actually adjust it. It wouldn't do anything. Well, like the VFC one, you can adjust the hole from here, but and let's have a look at that. Let's flip it. Of course, the rail is QD, so quick detachable rail, latest type of the HK family. Very nice touch. One piece steel barrel, steel fresh hider, and all your trays. Look at that, HK416, 556 by 45. I believe the number is not serialized, so I think they all get the same number. Of course, Deutschland marking, HK proof mark, everything you need. And I think one of the very nice thing about this gun is actually the fire selector. No wobble at all. Upper and lower receiver, no wobble at all. Slink plate steel. This new type charging handle, or the 416 type charging handle, cannot get one of these in any GHK 416, AR system before. So very nice. So quick look at the exterior. Very nice build. High quality metal like steel were used in mag release, bolt release, and both are ambidextrous. Of course, the fur resist doesn't do anything, but always good to have a steel fur resist. And of course, a lot of guys love this. Finally, after maybe 10 years, I believe, or not 10 years, 8 years, new type or new exterior shape magazine. Alright, we'll look at the interior now. Alright, let's have a look at the inside of the rifle. So, the first very nice touch of the 416 is actually GHK replicate the real buffer with the hacker and cop marking and the red paint, I believe, in the center. Everything else is very GHK V3 fire control system, fire control group. You know, everything is steel, hammer, sear, trigger, everything is steel except for this. This is all steel as well. This is new, the ambidextrous bolt release, of course, and the magazine release. And yeah, very standard GHK stuff, but I think they did a very good job this time of the fire selector. There's literally no wobble, and it takes quite a force to move it to fire position or to automatic, compared to the VFC one. They have a lot of play. VFC HK416A5, because VFC only use a very small screw, Allen screw, to screw it into the fire selector, and also the fire selector is made out of steel. The central pin is made out of steel, except of those pot metal that VFC uses. And trigger this aluminium, and the bolt itself is a one-piece machine steel bolt. A very nice touch with the hacker and cop marking and the proper, what they call it, bolt face? Not bolt face, this part. The top bolt, the top of the bolt. Very replicate, because the real one is the piston push against this face and allow the gun to cycle. Of course, this is a gas blowback one, and this will use gas to cycle the bolt, of course. So I've replaced the nozzle with the Samon N-Pass nozzle version 3. It's compatible, so I can adjust the power according to the the airsoft field in Hong Kong. Normally the CQB rule is 1.3 joules. Anything under 1.3 joules. So itself, of course, the gun also come with this, the weight you can put at the back of the bolt to increase recoil. Of course, if I'm going to the skirmish game or CQB games, I'm not going to put it in this, because this will affect the gas efficiency. Right, let's have a look at the new type charging handle. Yep, I call it new type because it's new to GHK, but yeah, it's a build made of some sort of metal, maybe die-cast aluminium, maybe, and yeah, looks pretty nice. Let's put it back together. Of course, hob up. To adjust hob up, you have to use the little key that comes with the gun itself. So, interior is very similar to normal GHK version 3 fire control group, with some different touch, such as the ambidextrous bolt catch and the new type fire selector. Of course, this pin are different. They're keeping faithful to the real HK416, which is very nice. So, what's the verdict of this quick unboxing? I think it's another good GHK product, very good product. You get everything that GHK offer. GHK offer one piece steel outer barrel, very realistic gas piston, mock gas piston design. The rail itself is the handguard, the M-lock handguard itself this time is exceptionally well made. It's no wobble at all. Material wise, I think it's very hard, the aluminium they use, and the upper and low receiver is very surprising as well, because look at the corners. It's very sharp. I know it's die-cast aluminium, but of course, I think they did some machining to make it look sharper, even after they cerakoted. So, very caught my eyes. Inside the gun is GHK V3 bomb-proof system. Is basically everything is steel. If you break it, like I can say 99% is your fault, because I have broken nozzle before because of, you know, double feed, use bad BBs, or just, you know, sometimes, or the for example, the spring, the original spring is a winter spring, use the original spring, the gun doesn't have enough momentum to close the bolt, and I shoot it, of course it would jam and double feed and make a hell of a mess inside the fire control group with bits of BBs inside. You know, normal stuff, my fault, but I've owned GHK version to the early version to MK18, to the late version to M4 FSP, to version 3 GHK M4A1. I think they're very good design. They're getting better. Exterior quality is getting better. This is exceptionally well. I think this surpassed the VFC finishing, in my opinion. So therefore, if you're thinking of getting one, just get it. And of course, my recommendation is always get the steelbolt version, the deluxe versions, because GHK is all about steel. It's just always better when everything is steel. One less things to worry. Come on, if you're getting a GHK, of course you need a steelbolt. I know, for some of you, if you live in cooler countries like in Europe or in the United Kingdom, yes, it may be, you know, a sensible choice to get the die-cast aluminium bolt version or die-cast metal bolt version, the standard version. But for most of our player, if you're running GBBR, I know you can run it in winter, you know, explosive enterprise, explain that. But for most of us, GBB is for, you know, for summer. So get a steelbolt version. Just get a deluxe version. And if you have V2, V3 magazine is compatible, fire control group completely like the hammer seat and everything, except the bolt catch and the fire selector is compatible with the version 3 GHK. Magazine compatible with version 3 GHK. Hobart bucking and barrel, of course, compatible with GBB Hobart bucking and barrel in a barrel. Therefore, if you're already running GHK AR's gas bulb light, you know, get it. It's another piece that you really wanted. And of course, GHK items, I think their production numbers, the production level quantity is very low. So get yourself one. Just don't think about it. So that's my verdict. So if you like the video, you know, share, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.